Hi, welcome to my channel, Tabi Tarot. Today is March 9th, Sunday. March 9th, Sunday, 2025. So, before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you, get you clarity, great. If it does not, then don't force it to be your story. Alright, cool. Ooh. There's like a sense of urgency. I'm hearing that TikTok sound. Woo! Calling Dr. B. Dr. B. Emergency. Calling Dr. B. Dr. B. But I was also, like, just now getting a feeling, but like a sense of, like, urgency. Like, I don't know, like, there could be, like, an emergency, or someone's like, hello 911, or like someone. Alright, I feel like what's happening is someone is calling someone close to them, a family member, a friend, or whatever the case it is, telling them about an emergency, and then they tell them whatever happens, and then they're going to be calling the ambulance or the police or whatever. There's some sort of urgency or emergency happening. that's I know, right? What a way to open up. But yeah, that's what I was getting, like but it was like spastic, like someone's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, like, I don't know, something's happening, like someone could have gotten really hurt. So someone could have gotten really hurt, and now they're calling people close to them to tell them the news or the information. Right? So it's like they're telling everyone around them in their community, their friendship, their family, and then calling, like, I don't know, the ambulance, the police, firefighters, the proper authorities, whatever it is, right? But it's like everybody, it's like spreading like wildfire. But whoever is delivering this message to other people, it's like a sense of urgency, like an emergency. Like, this is like an emergency that's happening. Ooh, boy, oh boy. For some of you, yeah. Get some sage. Later! Alright? Alright, so, but I don't think that's your energy. I don't think that's yours at all. I think what happened was, I think there was something that was intended for you. Like, you were supposed to be the target, or you were supposed to be the victim, or you were, whatever was happening now, whatever's going on, this energy was intended for you. You were supposed to be the one that's calling everyone frantically, the authorities or ambulance or police, whatever. This was supposed to be the energy that's coming from you, collective. I feel like that was the intention. I feel like whoever this is happening to, either right now or very soon, my nose is getting stuffy now. It's happening to them because they wanted this. My throat's drying up. Hold on. They intended for you to be in that frantic, calling everyone, urgent, emergency energy. Help, right? That energy was intended for you, collective. But by the grace of God, the Most High, blah, 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 and everything in between, that energy is, well, it's kind of like, for what, though? Why? You're going to be getting a message, by the way, too. Some of you could be getting a letter in the mail. I had a dream, I think it was a couple nights ago. I had a dream, I saw 3 to 4 envelopes. One was red, one was yellow, one was like beige, and I could think a brown one or a white one. So it was either, oh my gosh, it was either beige or brown. So there was a red one, a yellow one, and either beige or brown. The colors are different, it matters. And then a white one. and they were like the not regular envelopes. They were like the kind of envelopes that look like you would get birthday cards in the mail. All right. So I'm reminded of that because of my peacock feather, and I was like locked onto it. So some of you are going to be getting a letter in the mail. All right. That message, I feel like it's entirely separate. So for some of you, it's like good. You're getting good news, right? And whoever is going through this frantic energy, for some of you, it could be coming from a woman, and this woman intended for you to be in this energy, okay? But because you are not in this energy, obviously it's like a boomerang, right? Whatever she threw at you, it could not hit you, it could not land on you, so it has to go back. So it's going back to her. It's like a boomerang. So whatever she threw at you is hitting her back. So now she's like calling people around her, letting people, telling people around her, sense of urgency, blah blah blah, whatever. Because there's there's like an emergency, like, but of urgent. It's like it's something that people have to know now, or something is happening, and I have to tell you. It could be something personal in their lives, or like a family emergency. But it's something like, you know how you see it in TVs and movies all the time, whatever. And then everyone, like, there's that one person that's calling everybody up at random times and whatever. It's that person, right? You were supposed to be the one that's calling people at like the middle of the night. Oh my god, or like while everybody was at work, and oh my god, yeah, she called me at work, and blah blah blah, and this and that, and oh my god, I can't believe it. Can you believe it? It's not funny, but it's just like, you know. So that's that energy that was intended for you. So now-ish, 1 or 2 days. So now-ish to 1 or 2 days. What else? So you could have a bear spirit protecting you. Or if, so for some of you, if you have a passed on grandmother, this grandmother could be like, you could be seeing them, but it's like, so if you're seeing bears, that's like a passed over loved one in disguise, or like that's the spirit or the form that they're taking. But specifically, it would be like a grandmother, like a passed over grandmother. So if you've been seeing bears, that would be like your passed over grandmother. All right. It's so funny today because somebody asked me if I was Native American. What else? Be careful what you sign. Alright?
It's gone.
What happened to it?
It's gone.
Let me see. Hold on. Alright, so,
I'm hungry.
Baby, what do you want to eat? Hold on. Okay, she's good. Yeah, alright, so I'm gonna move on now. Also, one of those envelopes that I had seen in my dreams, so, oh, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Alright. Somebody could be trying to take your picture because for like the past couple days I kept saying, say click, take up pics, say click, take up pics. That's from Go Diego Go. That's from Diego, Dora's cousin, Dora the Explorer. So Dora the Explorer, right? Dora the Explorer. Dora has a cousin named Diego. He has his own spin-off show. And then the theme song is so fun because it goes, Go Diego Go, Go Diego Go. But so you know how Dora has her own little backpack and little caricatures and blah. So Diego has like a camera, and because he's an animal saver, right? And it's a camera. She goes click, say click, take up pics. So somebody could be trying to like take your picture. That's it. But I feel like it's without you knowing. There's something about someone is trying to take your picture to like incriminate you, right? And if you don't know what that means, it's basically just trying to make you seem like you are guilty, right? So in other words, it's like if you have incriminating evidence against you, right? It's like there's no possible way you did not do whatever it is that you're being charged or accused of doing. The evidence speaks for itself. Hello, right? So it's basically like that. Somebody's trying to like take incriminating photos of you because if they have these photos, right, it's kind of like they can't say that you weren't doing whatever. We have pictures. Hello, we have, right? So let's say Exhibit A to the jury. Exhibit A, this photo right here of the collective. So the jury would be like, oh, wow, that's a picture of blah, 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 right? So, yeah, somebody's trying to take pictures of you, but incriminating photos of you to make it seem like you were at a place where you weren't, or you were doing something you weren't doing, or I literally just heard fraternizing with the enemy, right? Or you were like, conversing with someone that like it wouldn't make sense for you to have a conversation with, or you to be buddy with, or whatever the case it is, right? So in other words, it would be like somebody who you haven't seen maybe in years, and they run into you in public and they're like, oh yeah, let's take a picture together, and then they would just like, okay, bye, long time no see, you know, it was nice seeing you, and you're like, I don't even like that person, but whatever, right? So they could be like, yeah, see, we hang out all the time. Look at this picture that we just took the other day. Right? So obviously they have a picture with you. So they're just like, you know, everyone's like, oh, wow, okay, so if you guys took a picture recently, that's a recent photo of the two of you. Obviously, you guys must still be in some sort of communication. Obviously, right? This person who's trying to do this to you, I feel like the reason why they're trying to do this is because they're trying to prove a narrative or trying to prove something. This is the same exact person that's in that frantic energy. I don't know why I did it. That's the first card that came out. So I'm guessing they don't know why they even started doing all of this in the first place. You know, I did a reading recently where I was talking about how you know how like in movies and TV shows and books or whatever, like there's like the villain, and then they go down this path of destruction, self-destruction, chaos, blah, 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 out of revenge. And then they wake up one day and they're like, why am I even doing this? This is that person. They don't even know why they even started doing whatever it is that they started doing to you. But they've gotten so lost and so far gone that they're like asking themselves, like, so someone could be asking them, like, why? They're like, I don't know why. They just had to keep going with something. They just had to keep doing something. They just had to keep throwing boomerangs at you, right? And it's gotten so bad that the equivalence of all that, so let's say they've been throwing energy at you for years, right? Years. And obviously the energy has to go back somewhere, right? So let's say they've been throwing baseballs at you. Baseballs, right? It's going to come back to them as a big ass boulder. Something so huge, so uncontrollable, something so unavoidable, right? That is the energy that would be the equivalent. If you were to measure all of the energy that this person has been throwing at you after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, it would be the equivalent of like one big blast of catastrophic energy for this person's life. It has to go somewhere, and that's not your energy. Maybe for a while it was hidden, right? A lot of it was you were allowing it. You didn't know, you didn't realize, you hadn't woken up, you weren't aware, blah, 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 right? But the minute you woke up and you realized, oh, blah, 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 right? This energy, it can't hit you anymore. It can't touch you. So it has to go back to where it came from, right? I was like, sorry, you can't stay here. You have to go back to where you came from. So now this this demon is just like, oh, okay. right? And now it's like the demon went attached to where it came from, and now that it's turned into a whoever has been abusing this. It's this is something that it's like really backfiring on them badly. All right, this is this person, and I don't even think they remember why. Like maybe at first it started like small bullying things or like little gaslighting things, right? Or like stealing your pens, right? And then went from stealing your pens to hiding your shoes, and then stealing your clothes, and then taking your money, and then stealing your book reports, right? And then they get the same job as you at the same company, and then it went from that to like taking your lunch at work, and then work gossip, right? And stealing opportunities from you at work, right? It's just they don't even know why they originally started doing this. They don't even know why. If the first thing was that they stole a pen from you, they can't even remember what guided them, because something was guiding them. What made them want to? I'm gonna steal the collective's pen. Like they don't even know why. They don't even know why they did the first thing that they did. They don't know why. They just had this crazy random desire to like start bothering you one day, and they just kept bothering you and bothering you and bothering you and bothering you, and it was just, and it got to the point where you were just like, this is not allowed. So obviously, if it turned from physical to emotionally, mental, energetically, spiritually, financially, but whatever, all right? But it got to the point where, like, it had to go back. I do feel like this is a woman, but it could be a man for some of you. A karmic woman. It could be a karmic masculine for some of you. But I do feel like it's a woman. She's so cute. I just heard her singing. 1718, by the way. There's something that's going in order for you. I seen 11:33 today. I seen 1234 today. I seen 123 today. 1718, 9 o'clock I just seen. There's something that's going in order for you. Try to trap you with a baby. So if you're a divine feminine, someone could have tried to trap you with a baby. But I've recently been getting something else with this card. Somebody tried to put some sort of problem on you and make it your responsibility. So the best example I can give you would be, hey, can you watch my kid for the night? So now you're responsible for that child for the night if you agree to babysit, right? So you're agreeing to babysit. So now you are responsible for that child. Anything that happens to that child, that is definitely on you. Because you're liable for that. The same concept here, except for some of you it might be a child. For some of you it might be something else. Somebody wanted you to be responsible for something that they created, something that they made, something of their own that they did of their own volition, which is choice. Someone wanted you to be responsible for that. And they don't even know why. Why you? They don't even know what started this. They just know it got so bad to the point like that urgency energy that I was getting, right? That urgency, the energy, oh my god. So there could be some sort of emergency happening, and somebody wanted you to be responsible for that emergency, like hypothetically speaking. Remember, this is for entertainment purposes only, right? So if something happened to someone's child, right, they would be like, oh, well, they were just at the collective like a couple hours ago, or they seen the collective last week, or the collective was with them like yesterday, and now all of a sudden they're unwell and this and that, and I just don't trust the collective. All right, somebody's really trying to put something on you. So either something that's happening to their child, or some situation or problem that's really needs immediate attention in their life. Whatever it is, they're trying to make it your problem, but they're trying to incriminate it to make it seem like you're the reason why this sense of urgency is happening to them. You're the reason why this problem that needs police attention or an ambulance or firefighters, whatever it is, they're trying to make it seem like you're the reason why. And how will they do that? Say click, take up pics, by trying to make it seem like they've got incriminating evidence on you. I swear, I feel like I should have been a detective, or like I was a detective in a past life. I just seen 222, 223, 224. So, right. But yeah, it's because whatever sense of urgency needs, whatever it is that needs immediate attention, it's a consequence of their own actions, but they don't want to be responsible for that. All right, so this person, they're trying to put whatever sense of urgency, whatever problem, whatever it is, they're trying to make it seem like it's because of you. So be careful, actually, between nowish to the next couple of days. Be careful of someone calling you with a sense of urgency. Can you come over and help me with this? It's an emergency. It's an emergency. All right? Be careful. Just don't be afraid, but listen to your intuition, right? If your intuition is telling you, oh, okay, it's fine, I have no problem helping you out, whatever, right? Like if your neighbor's like, oh, hey, can you help me bring these bags to my door? That's, But if someone's like calling you up frantically, I need you to come over and blah, 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 right? And deep down in your gut, it's telling you, don't go over there because nothing good is going to come from it. Something bad is happening. Listen to that. All right? You're going to save yourself a heap of trouble that has nothing to do with you. All right? Somebody just wants you to also, yeah, but it wasn't just me. It was also the collective. Somebody wants you to also be responsible for not just their problem. They don't want to, it's like they don't want to go to jail by themselves, or like, it's been really nice out today. Your happiness is your karma. The letter H, happiness. You're fulfilling a dream you couldn't in a past life. Yeah, be careful. Aquarius, 11th house. So this could be Christ. Let me just say this first. So we have H, the letter H could be somebody's first, last, middle, initial, number of order or place, but I feel like that's you. Your happiness is shown. Your happiness is their karma. So whoever this person is, they just see you as being happy. This person could have followed you lifetime after lifetime, right? And let's say in the beginning of this reading, I said a lot of you allowed this energy to constantly hit you in the face. Now that could be literally or spiritually, like energetically, like constantly throwing baseballs of chaos and destruction and betrayal and sadness and delays, right? Constantly throwing that energy after you. Timeline after timeline, right? Constantly doing that. And then maybe this was a lifetime where you're just like, yeah, no, we can't be partnered up anymore. We can't cohabitate anymore. We can't be friends anymore. We can't be lovers. We can't be together, blah, blah, blah. Right? We can't be any of that anymore. And you chose that in this life, which is why this entire dynamic is no more. That's why I said, like, whatever this is, it's been building up and building up and building up and building up. And it could have been years, lifetimes. So let's say the average human lifespan would be from like 84 to maybe 102. Right? So let's say, hypothetically speaking, this person would pass at 95 years old. Right? Around the average time. So between 93 and 96, they would pass away. Every lifetime. Can you imagine 96 years? Okay, well, 1 second. 96 years of someone constantly attacking you. A whole 96. That's almost a century. Someone spent their entire life attacking you, lifetime after lifetime. So you can imagine the catastrophic event this is happening for someone in their life. It's something so dire that they don't even know how to like handle this. All right, so it's like a big chaotic ball of destruction in their life right now. Of course, I don't wish this upon anybody, but I'm just saying, if I'm speaking, like if I'm trying to give you examples of how, like if I'm going to measure this, that's the best way I can do it, so that way you have an idea. All right. The reason why I'm saying that is because you're fulfilling a dream you couldn't in a past life, right? So lifetime after lifetime. So this is well overdue. This happiness that you are experiencing is more than well overdue for you, collective. And your happiness as a result of you doing something differently in this timeline for you, in this life for you. The sun's coming out. Okay, you're doing something different this time, and it's having a grand effect. Positive, beautiful, amazing for you, but not for this person. So this could be a karmic Aquarius. You could be an Aquarius, or this is somebody that has always found a way to be in some sort of group that you're in, or some sort of always be part of the community, right? It's kind of like, so like I said, this person found a way to be in the same job as you, or they found a way to live in the same apartment as you, or they found a way to live in the same neighborhood as you, or they found a way to be in your family by marriage, or by dating your cousin, or by dating your sister, or by dating your brother. This person has always found a way within your community or your groups. They always found a way. Hold on. Okay, so yeah. So this person has always been able to find a way to be around you or to follow you somehow, some way, so that way they can do this to you, right? And even though they were able to somewhat... oh my gosh, I'm getting so much. I also did a reading recently about somebody who's been trying to like track you or follow you, but they can't. It's this person. My throat is like so dry now. 11th house, friendships, hopes, dreams, community, large groups, rebel against societal norms, deep thinkers, self-realization, regulation. So for a lot of you, you kind of like went deep within, started realizing maybe time to do things differently, right? Be trying to do the same thing after lifetime, and it's not happening. There's a reason why. It's because of the decisions and the choices that you're making, so you have to do things differently. So maybe try not to make the same choices and decisions that you were always making, and because you were just like, maybe, right? Now you're able to fulfill a dream you couldn't in a past life, which is what's happening right now. I also don't know why I drew that symbol. I just be drawing symbols and calling it a day, because I don't know, I just felt like drawing it. All right. I don't even remember drawing that, but it is there, so whatever. All right, I can move on. Yeah, I think that's it, right? Okay, that's peeking out. What was it? I think it was the Archangel's card. Fudge. It's gone. I can't find it. Okay, whatever. But I think it was the card that says the Archangels are here and they have been summoned. Alright, well, I'm going to get one more and then I'm going to change the decks. Wow, ex-boyfriend or husband. So this could have been a man for some of you that has been trying to follow you. For some of you, if you are this divine feminine, this is a man that was trying to get you pregnant with his baby. Now that you have my baby, you're going to be responsible for it. I heard, not to sound vulgar and crude, but I literally just heard the term beat it and leave it. So this person wanted to knock you up and then you're responsible for this. You have to put your life on hold. You have to figure out a way. You have to rearrange your life. You have to figure things out. You have to, and they do nothing. So this person, I did they wanted you to be responsible for something of theirs. So for some of you, this could have been your ex-husband or your ex-boyfriend that was trying to get you knocked up, so that way they can have some sort of tie to you, right? For some of you, this was like their last. This is like the best thing that they can come up with, right? They have no energetic ties to you, legally, financially, energetically, spiritually, none of that. So the best thing that they can come up with is if they have a baby with you, you're stuck to them for life, forever and ever and ever and ever and ever, right? So but for some reason, maybe God was like, yeah, you're not, I'm tired of this. We're going to change things up. Maybe God blocked. Maybe God, if you were with someone and you couldn't have a baby with them and you guys were active, but for some reason it just never happened, I do feel like that was God closing the gates to this person, because God was probably like, I'm tired of this. I don't want to see my baby going through this anymore. It's time for a change. That right there, you not getting pregnant by someone, that one thing could have been the big change. Or if you did get pregnant and you decided to express your choice, that right there is, you know. By the way, I'm all about choice. So, I'm pro-choice. Okay? So, but basically what I'm saying is that for some of you, this karmic masculine tried to trap you with a baby so that way they could have had some sort of energetic ties to you. Alright? Oh yeah, my phone went off. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Alright, I had to take care of some stuff. Okay, yeah, so they hate that your bloodline is protected. Yeah, so your bloodline is protected, even more so because you're not tied to this ex of yours in any kind of way, financially, energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, or with children. Right? So, so that right there has already been like a good jump start for you in this life of yours now. My Bible just flipped a page. Hold on. Okay, so my Bible has been on Job a lot recently. Oh, that's so sad, man. For you, 3344. But it's only sad, like, it's like, my palms have been so itchy lately. It's like bittersweet. Like, for some of you, you may not even feel like you deserve this happiness. And it's crazy because I feel like for a lot of you, all I've ever wanted, that's from Prince of Egypt. That's when he realizes who he really is. He sings that song, Moses sings that song when he realizes, like, he's not who he thought he was, right? Because Miriam, he's, like, chasing or trying to follow that one girl, right? And then whatever. And then he's trying to make his way back. And then Miriam sees him, and she's like, "You are our brother!" And then she sings a song, and it, like, unlocks a deep core memory of his. And then he starts singing that song, going back to, the palace. He's like, all I've ever wanted, all I've ever wanted. Like, all he ever wanted was just to be with his family. Like, all he's ever known. And that realization that everything he's known is not that. It's not what it is. So I feel like for a lot of you, like, all you've ever known was struggle and pain and suffering. And all you've ever wanted was just happiness. And now that you're experiencing this, what's been rightfully yours, which is peace and happiness, a lot of you could be like, is this really happening? Am I really in this era? Am I really feeling this? So my Bible kept flipping back and forth, like this page, right? So the thing that caught my eye was this block right here. I'm gonna, from here to here, I'm gonna read it. It's Job chapter 6 verses 1 through 9. Then Job answered, oh, I feel it in my chest already. Then Job answered and said, oh, that my grief were fully weighed, and my calamity laid with it in the balances, for then it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words have been rash, for the arrows of the Almighty are within me. My spirit drinks in their poison. The terrors of God are arrayed against me. Does the wild donkey bray when it has grass, or does the ox low over its fodder? Can flavorless food be eaten without salt, or is there any taste in the white of an egg? My soul refuses to touch them. They are as loathsome food to me. Oh, that I might have my request, that God would grant me the thing that I long for, that it would please God to crush me, that he would lose his hand and cut me off. Then I would still have comfort. Though in anguish, I would exult. Let him not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. I feel like this entire thing is just Job, like, having self-pity and, like, not realizing that he's, like, right now he's just, like, complaining. But it's a lot, it's like, I don't know, it's like you're not realizing that. I feel like what he's doing right now, it's like he's trying to, in some weird self-chastising way, justifying why it doesn't make sense for him that he should deserve happiness, or he is deserving of happiness. Wow. They are disappointed because they were confident. They came here and are confused. For now you are nothing. You see terror and are afraid. There's sirens in the background. Yeah, I feel like Job is chastened by God. Yeah, I feel like this is basically like God's smacking you upside the head. Like, yeah, you deserve this. You're probably just used to all the chaos and the betrayal and the heartbreak and the suffering. You're not realizing this is what's supposed to be normal for you. This happiness that you were always supposed to experience and fulfill. The reason why you feel like it's not normal, the reason why you may feel like it's, is because somebody was always there trying to block and delay and get in your way and trying to put their problems onto you. This is someone from a different bloodline, so their bloodline could be tainted and corrupt and have betrayals and strife and struggle and blah 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 blah. So this person, this ex-husband or ex-boyfriend of yours, or ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, depending on who you are, collective, That's all their bloodline consists of. That's it. Just darkness and sadness. And this person thought that if they had a baby by you, your bloodline obviously would mix with their bloodline, and it would be a way for them to kind of like clear up their bloodline. But that's dark, right? Because that's just saying that they were willing to have a baby just to save themselves. That's very dark. The minute that you start to feel like you would be willing to risk the life of an innocent or a child to save yourself, that's dark. And that's very, it's like an unforgivable sin in a way. Alright? And I feel like that's why this time around, God, angels, ancestors, bro, alright? You were a lot closer to your purpose this time around than maybe before, right? So I feel like because you were that much closer this time around, God was like, we're not, you guys can copulate, but there's nothing's going to be produced from that. It's like you were this, for hypothetically speaking, right? This is the best way I can put it. This man was planting seeds in your pot, but those seeds weren't growing. Those seeds were duds. Those seeds were not good. Those are not good seeds. And God was like, no way in heck am I going to let you foster and grow and birth and nurture poisonous seeds. That's not your, no. So you're not responsible for the problems in someone else's bloodline. And this person is livid because they couldn't this time. Your bloodline is protected. Your bloodline is too clean. Or you could have been way too pure for, like, it's like, no, they're way too close to their purpose. And absolutely not. Right? Definitely not going to happen. Your bloodline is protected. There's no room for the karma that this bloodline, there's dark things in this person's history. There's things that this person's ancestors done that it would take generations to clean up. That's how dark it is. And this person could understand it, or they know it, or they have an inkling, and they don't want to do the work on their end because that karma carries on to them. You know how I was saying in my last reading, and I say this all the time. So, for example, like I keep saying this thing about you healed your mother wounds so it doesn't affect your womb, right? So you did all that, and now when you have children, your children aren't going to have the same heartbreaks and struggles and betrayals and grind and hustle and all that stuff, right, that you had to go through because you cleared the way for them. Whatever their ancestors did, it's not like that for them. This man could have picked up on that. Like, why is everybody in my family this and that? Why does everybody in my family always this? Or why is it that every 25 years someone dies in my family? Or, well, right? Some weird calamity, curse, chaos, karmic weird thing in their bloodline. And they sat back and watched one day and looked at their family members, their mom, their uncle, their dad, their brother, their sister, their cousins, their father, whatever. And they realized that every single one of these people has something in common, something dark inside of them. That same thing is inside of this person. And instead of wanting to clean it up and heal it, they wanted to take an easy way out. Find someone clean and pure with a purpose, with light. Have a baby by then. Attach themselves to that baby's destiny, that future, right? It's kind of like those parents that sell their children to the industry, right? Just so that way they don't want to, so they give their children to the industry. Now you make money, and right now those paychecks they pay the house and the bills and the grocery, 44. The children are providing for the parents. It's like that. It's like this man wanted to have a child with you and then utilize that child to pay for them, to provide for them, to heal them, to help them. And that's dark. That's wrong. That's look at what happens to those child actors whose parents, here, make my child famous, make my child rich. They willingly sacrifice their children. They give them up to the industry. And those children are providing for their parents. That's why those children tend to grow up having issues and blackouts and hospitalizations and weird public incidents. And one thing that they all say that they all have in common is that they didn't have a childhood. Because they spent their childhood providing for their parents, and look at how that made them. Like, that's dark. You see what I'm saying? It's like this person wanted to use you to have a baby with them, so then that child would provide for them. That energy coming from that child would provide for them, would help them, and that's, God was like, no, that's, eat your strawberries. She's like, can you bring to me the strawberries? Hold on. Okay. So, I should also reiterate that, like, if you have children with your ex-husband or ex-wife and they're great parents, then obviously this doesn't apply to you, okay? But for some of you, if you're realizing, like, or you could be like, oh my God, thank God I didn't have a baby by my toxic baby mom, or my toxic baby dad, or well, not baby mom, because obviously, or like my toxic ex-wife, or my toxic ex-husband, or my toxic ex-boyfriend, or my toxic ex-girlfriend. That's why. That's why. So you could be like, oh my God, thank God I didn't. That's why. Yes, thank God, because God definitely made it so. Definitely. And there's, I'm going to talk about this particular, like, if you're trying and you actually want to have a baby by your person and it's not happening, right, then I don't know what to say. It'll happen when it happens, if it's supposed to happen. That's the best I can say. All right. But in this situation, if you're like, oh, thank God I didn't get pregnant by my narcissistic, toxic ex-girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, this is why. Because they were going to utilize the energy of that innocent baby child to... I got like a sharp pain right here. To stay stuck to you and torment you, and... it's just not good. Alright, so that's why. Alright, I can move on now. Oh my God, what is that? You have a good heart. Yeah, your heart is too good and too pure and too clear for you to be weighed down, and for the fact that a lot of you are much closer to your purpose. Or I feel like, and the moments that this person was trying to, because it says tried, so past tense, and the moments in time when this person was trying to trap you with a problem for you to deal with, right, whether it's their karmic baby or something financial or something energetically, spiritually, whatever it was. In the moment that this person was trying to do that, it was already shown and discussed in the spiritual that you deserve your happiness now. You have a good heart. It's time for you to fulfill a dream that you couldn't in a past life. In the moment that this person was trying to do this to you, this was already being determined and expressed in the spiritual realm by God, angels, ancestors, right? So that's why these two things were being shown simultaneously, right? This also could have been happening just in time, right? This person could have been also trying to fool a group of people, because that Aquarius card came out, the 11th energy. So your ex-husband or ex-boyfriend could have been trying to fool a large group of people or a community about you, or trying to fool them as to why they couldn't have a baby by you. So So this person could have said that they tried and tried and tried, and they couldn't. So if this is a man, this man could have told communities or a large group of people that the reason why they couldn't have a baby or they didn't have a baby is because you're barren, or your womb is no good, or you're toxic, or they did get you pregnant but you got rid of it. There's something that had to prove that their seed is good. Their seed, there's nothing wrong with them. It's like the Handmaid's Tale, right? Even the doctor, he ended up revealing to one of the handmaids that it's the men. It's not the women. There's nothing wrong with the wombs of the woman, right? It was the sperm of the men that was no good. That's why the woman couldn't get pregnant, because he was doing tests, not just on one man, but multiple men. And he realized that it's the sperm of these men that's no good. That's why they cannot have babies. That's why they're not being allowed to reproduce. And you'd be surprised how often it's the men. Their seed is no good. Alright? So this man could have been saying that your womb is no good, or the choices, or who you are, or it's karma, blah, blah. It's his seed. And he would have gone to the grave with this elaborate story to make it seem like, oh yeah, I'm a man, there's nothing wrong with me. Ego, right? Toxic masculinity. It's his seed, it's no good. Good job! You want a yogurt now? Okay, hold on. Okay, so yeah, he just basically, so this ex-boyfriend or ex-husband basically just didn't want people to see or look at them like, I feel like this person spent a lot of time, it had to do with, there's a big element here on your womb, casting an illusion on your womb, or your ability to have children, or why you didn't have children with them. Alright? They could have known that there was something wrong with their seed, or they could have felt it. Right? For some of you, this person still to this day doesn't even have children because they can't. But it's weird because let's say they'll be with a woman, right, who and they'll try. Nothing happens. But then that woman would get in a relationship or whatever. She'll end up having a child. It's this man's, or these men, their seed is no good. And it has to do because it's like, God's like, yeah, we've seen the inside of your heart. We've seen there's no future for you. There's no room for you in the future here. There's no. You're not bringing that into the future, and absolutely not. We've seen what you've done with your time. We've seen what you've done with yourself. So I feel like this person was trying to get pictures of you to further validate their story or a narrative of you. Like, yeah, see, I told you, that's why they couldn't have a baby. That's why they couldn't have... So for some of you, if you were pregnant or are pregnant, protect that, right? If you're pregnant now, right? But if this is like past tense for you, you could have experienced dreams or complications just because this person was trying to do something while you were pregnant, to, even if that meant forcing you to miscarry, so that way it could like further elaborate, like further their story, or like, see, I told you, to this group of, or large group of people, or a community of people, anything to further validate that it wasn't them, it's not their seed, it's not their bloodline, it's not their spirit, it's not them. They're good. It's you. But that's not the case. That's not the case. They would have done anything. They would have gone to the grave, right? They would have gone... I feel like this person could have also went through like a weird... I'll call it a season. They went through a season where they would sleep with anyone that they were available to try and spread their wild oats, and not a single person was able to grow those seeds. Oh yeah, that made them mad. Can you imagine? Not a single seed sprouted. It's crazy. Because look at like Nick Cannon and Elon Musk. Yes? Hold on. Like look at 55 to 22. Look at Nick Cannon and Elon Musk. They have like Nick Cannon has like 8 baby moms, right? Like 8. He has like 15 kids. Right? Elon Musk is on like his, I don't know, like he has 15 kids, Elon Musk, if I'm not mistaken, right? He's like on his like 8th baby mom or 11th, I don't know, whatever it is. But those men not only have the finances, but they have the seed to back it up, right? They obviously, you know, their seed is good. This person or men like this, they would have, not only do they not have any money, not only do they not have the money, but like they don't even have, their seed is no good. So like let's say they spent a whole season doing this. They can't even make one baby. So you got no babies, you got no heirs, you got no money, you got no leverage, right? Because of the whole trying to take pictures of you to incriminate you. So you got no babies. Or let me just say, you got no heirs to your lineage, you got no leverage, you got no money, and their reputation has gone down the hill. So you got no reputation either. You got none of that. No reputation, no heirs, no finances, no leverage. They have nothing. What do you have? They have nothing. All they have now is the karma that they're about to be sitting in. Or they could be sitting in this right now. I'm about to, oh, yeah, that. I'm going to get an oracle card and then I'll jump into tarot. So now they're like panicking and freaking out because nothing is working. Everything that they done to you was to ensure their reputation, a lineage, an heir to their lineage, finances, reputation. They got none of that. That was all supposed to be built on your back. Right? It was all supposed to be an illusion, smoke and mirrors, a lies built on your back. And God was like, no, definitely not. And it wouldn't, I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids. Here's the thing. The fact, this would have been a for sure. Their plan would have definitely worked if they were if they were allowed to get you pregnant. It would have worked for sure if they were allowed to get you pregnant. And this time, in the time that they were trying to get you pregnant, because that was their plan. The plan had to start with you getting pregnant by then. And then everything else would fall into place, right? So the time that they were trying to get you pregnant, that was the same exact time that you were being evaluated, right? By the Most High, spiritually, blah, 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 blah. And everybody was like, yeah, definitely not. No. They're already on their purpose. They have a good heart. They deserve this. Happiness is about time. In this lifetime, they're going to have it. God's like, it is commanded that they should have happiness in this lifetime, and it will be so. And that was it. So that's, I feel like, if they had gotten you pregnant, this might have worked out, but that was never going to happen. So, yeah. Because they couldn't get you pregnant, they could have even tried to get you pregnant, take away your baby, making claims that you were insane, making you pay child support. The community would see you as an unfit mother. Oh, you poor single father, blah, 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 blah. Utilize the energy of the child. Look at me, community. I'm a great father. Look at me, community. Support me. I'm a single, struggling father. Look at me, community. Give to me. Right? Especially since, like, single dads are, like, hot commodity. They were going to utilize the crap out of that. Right? But it had to be on your back. And God's like, absolutely not. They actually have a good heart. They don't deserve this. Journey, daughters of our mothers, walkers of the unknown, take with you on this journey all that you own. I feel like you were already on a path, on a journey, and this person was trying to kind of like use some of your energy to forge a new path for themselves. And God's like, no, that's not happening. Because if that would have been allowed, like, obviously, like, that's... the baby might be karmic, but it's still your baby, right? That's your baby. And it's like, I don't know, it just screams disaster.
Jimmy.
Yes, my love? Well, you have to wait 1 second, please, okay? Thank you. I keep telling you, you have to wait. You have your strawberries, you have your yogurts, you have your drink. You have to wait. Yeah, this is like a parasite. They were trying to hitch a ride on your back onto your journeys and by trying to trap you with the baby. Grief. But this person, they lost. This is so dark, man. This is so dark. Now this person is in grief because they have no money, they have no reputation, they have no leverage, and they have no heirs. They cannot create an heir. They can't. For whatever that they had in mind for them, it could have even been like a dark entity, you know, and the men in this lineage, right? And that's how it kept going and going and going. But it stopped with you. So they met you, and it's kind of like you may have blocked their vessel, or because of all that the entity had done to their body, it made them infertile and whatever. I don't know. Whatever happened, they're infertile, basically. Or like it might take them I don't know, maybe like in 10 years they could have one, but by then they'll be like in their late 40s or something, right? I don't know. Or like their late or mid 50s, they'll have their first one, and then it's kind of like they'll have that one, and then everything that they built from now up until that point, whoever they had a child by or whoever they end up having a child by, that person's going to take everything from them and their child. So they thought they were alone and destitute now. They're going to be again in the future. Because anyways, it's exhausting. Grief. It is but a mere glimpse of nothingness hidden away deep within the chambers of your mourning, and the red clovers birthing lost illusion. Yeah, this person could have been doing blood magic or blood sacrifices or messing with dark things that they should not have been messing with, under the illusion that this was a for sure way for them to have finances, reputation, leverage, success, wins. They can't even produce the basic thing that a man is supposed to be able to do. A baby. Just like the basic thing that a woman is supposed to be able to do is a baby. They can't. Their seed is no good. Their seed is not welcome in the new world. King of Pentacles reversed. This is a man who has nothing. He lost it all. He put all his eggs in a basket when it came to you, and he lost every single egg. There's something very dark in this man. Very, very dark. Beast-like. or this man was operating out of his most basic instincts to where it was like, you ever see a person that's been like lost in the wild or lost, I don't know, whatever, right? And then they have to be able to survive on their most basic instinct, and they've been away from civilization and society for so long that when this person is reintroduced into society, they're unrecognizable, right? They're unrecognizable. They're not even like human. They're like more animal than human. It's this person, this man. This man is more animal than human. There's no empathy. There's no logic. There's no reasoning. They're just very impulsive and survival instinct. Very non-human. Animalistic material, dull, corrupt, stubborn, miserly, authoritarian, controlling. Miserly, yeah. This person, a miser is basically someone who watches what you have and wants it. This person wanted what you had, which is a light, goodness, freedom, a path. And basically your freedom. This person is trapped to some sort of generational darkness, curse, some sort of really dark sin that someone in their ancestors done, like real horrific, and they're trapped and bound by that because it's part of their karma, it's part of their burden to bear. There could have been like a curse on all the men in their family. King of Pentacles reverse. Wow, that's like, wow. I told you, they lost everything. They lost money, reputation. The King of Pentacles, a King of Pentacles upright, he is a man of great standing in the community. He's got a great reputation. He's a great father. He's got great finances. He's got great resources. He's someone you want to build with. Someone he's the man, right? When it comes to like stability and standing in his, like, he's good, right? He's I feel like any king upright. But the King of Pentacles upright, he's the one with the good reputation, right? They've got very reliable, very sturdy, right? You can take his guidance because obviously if he's a King of Pentacles upright, he knows how to guide himself to where he became a King of Pentacles upright. So of course, if you need budgeting, he's got you. If you need a little bit of direction, he's got you. Because obviously he can do it because he's got his resources, his finances, his reputation. He's got himself in order. This man does not. I don't think he ever had himself in order. He's got no money, no reputation, no resources, no stability, and no father. His father wasn't in the picture, or he's not able to be a father himself. And realistically, it's kind of like, no offense, King of Pentacles reverse, but it's like the universe is like, you're not what you got. That's not, we don't want to see another one of that. We don't want a copy of that. We don't want no things. That's not, we don't want more of that. We're good on that. We're good on that. The universe is like, I'm good. I don't want to see that again. I've seen what the men in that family do. I'm good on that. All right, wrap it up. Infertile. It could be like a cult of men, or like warlocks, dark warlocks. That could be, oh bother. Seven of Swords reverse. You know who this person is. You've seen what they've been doing. You're not, it's like you're like looking at them like, I know who you are. You're a King of Pentacles reverse. You're not low. I see you. Like, I know what you're doing. Like, I know. Right? This person could have also been, this could have also been shown to you. Because Seven of Swords reverse also represents revelations, freedom, truth. Right? So, you could have been wondering why it never happened, or why you couldn't have a baby, or why this, or why that, why. And God was like, okay, well, if you really want to know, I'll tell you why. And this is why, blah, 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 blah. This is why, right? So, for some of you, you could have been so in love, like, why, God, why? And God's like, let me tell you why, because this person was your enemy. You were literally sleeping with your own enemy, and you didn't even know it. Why? Because you have such a good heart. You tend to overlook the bad in people. You tend to have the benefit of the doubt. You tend to see the best in people. And that could be your greatest strength, but also your downfall. In this situation, you may not have even been able to see this until you asked God why. And God was like, all right, well, since you're asking why, you must be prepared to know the truth. And I'll tell you why. You must be ready to hear this. This is why. This man was your enemy. 1133 I just seen. You laid in bed with whom and what you thought was your husband, but was like a very survival instinct, greedy, narcissistic, toxic person that wanted what you have. Four of Swords reversed. It's this person. That urgency feeling that I was getting earlier is coming from this person. This person's very on edge. Okay, this person's very on edge. They can't rest. They can't relax. And mentally, they are not well. This could be I'm getting a couple signs. This could be a karmic Libra, a karmic Scorpio, a karmic Virgo, a karmic Taurus, or a karmic Capricorn masculine. All right? Mentally, they are not well. Be cautious of this person. They want to blame you for the reason why they are infertile. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That has nothing. Another thing too, is that if this man still doesn't have any children, and you have had 1, 2, 3, 4 children by now, right? Not with this man. Obviously, especially if this man was saying, "Oh yeah, the divine feminine is infertile, and divine feminine, blah blah blah, her womb, blah blah blah." Everyone's just like, but doesn't divine feminine have like 2 kids already? And you're like, are you sure, divine feminine? Are you sure? Cause divine feminine's got money, she's got kids, she's got good standing in the community, blah 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 blah. Are you sure? My phone's been going off. Knight of Pentacles on the fence. There is a community and more of that 11th house Aquarius energy. Alright, there's more of that. Knight of Pentacles on the fence. There's more. You have a community or a group of people that have been watching you grow, have been watching you to not only it's kind of like, well, let me see, so let's say this man said something to this group of people, community, whatever. These people that after they heard what this man said, it was like, well, let me go look at the collective. I want to go see for myself. Right? It's kind of like, everybody, Josh down the street just spilled a carton of milk. And everyone's like, oh, I want to go see. It's like that. That was this energy that was put onto you. But it worked out in your favor because the same people that was like, I want to go see, those same people have been watching you on your journey and progressing and growing, being happy and having a good heart and fulfilling your goals and your wishes and your dreams, right? Living in your truth. 7 of Swords reversed, right? Truth. Living in your truth. These same people that have been, I want to go see, have been watching you. And those same people are like, are you sure it's looking like this? Right? And also, whether you care or not, whether you appreciate it or not, whether you like it or not, a lot of those people that were like, I want to go see, are also like, oh wow, go for you, collective. Yeah, go for you. whether you like it or not, some of those same people that are like, I want to go see, right, are rooting for you and clapping you on. It's just people, humans can be very fickle and flip-floppy. That's just the way it is, right? So you don't have to like, oh yeah, finally, thank you. You don't have to just, all right. But yeah, your energy speaks for itself. And this the same group of people, the same community that were like, let me go see, they're like, yeah, you go, collective. Good for you. Congratulations on being a father. Congratulations on being a mother. Congratulations on your hopes and dreams. Congratulations. Go you. They're supporting you now. You living in your truth is exposing the true person, is exposing the truth of this man. This man, there's also something about this man going backwards in life as well. Reverting. It's like they're stuck in a time where they can't progress. They're just, they could also feel like every time they try to take one step further, they take 10 steps back, or they get pushed 10 steps back. One of the reasons why is there's something so wrong about the way that they're going about things, is because every time they try to take a step, they're trying to make it seem like they're taking a step for themselves, but they're really trying to they're trying to take a step closer to you. And it's really putting a detriment to them, because it's like, just leave the collective alone. Like, back up. Steak, vampires, blood, anemic. There's something could be going on with someone's blood. This man could have, his blood could be toxic or tainted or no good or dirty or unclean. Or he could be like, he could have a sickness of the blood. So if this man is sick, hypothetically speaking, this is for entertainment purposes only. If this man has a sickness in his blood, that's another reason why he's in the Four of Swords reversed. Always fatigued, tired, lack of energy, right? It could be like an incurable disease. One of those incurable diseases that always leave you tired and restless and exhausted, right? That could be why he's stuck. He can't go any further. Here's the thing, too. I don't know if you know this. Fun fact. I love fun facts. If a person who knows, okay, that's important. If a person who knows has HIV and they sleep with someone and they don't say anything, that is a crime. It's kind of like you just committed murder. You just willingly unalived that person because there's nothing there. It's incurable. It's an incurable blood disease, right? So this person could be going to jail for that, or they could be getting in trouble for that, or the frantic calls could be that they just found out that their blood is no good. It's toxic. So, and another interesting thing that I'm going to say, you know how I was mentioning like the whole coven of warlocks and things like that? There could be like a warlock of men. So there's this show called American Horror Story, but the one, I think it's season 5. House, Coven, Freak Show. Yeah, I think it's season 5, so it would be Hotel, right? And the Blood Countess, which is played by Lady Gaga. There were these 2 girls that wandered off on the street that ended up in the hotel, and they were obviously junkies. And the one, I don't know what she was, like a maid or like, I don't know, but Lady Gaga would like order her around and do whatever, okay? Lady Gaga's character in the show, American Horror Story Hotel. The two girls, they were so, their blood was so toxic and polluted that they had to, I think she was played by Kathy Bates. She played the mom of the guy that was sleeping with the blood countess in the show. But her character, I think it was played by Kathy Bates. She had to drain the two junkies to clean up their blood. So the reason why I'm saying that is because there's nothing that this person can do to clean up their blood. They're sick. So that could be another reason why every time they try to take a step closer to you, they get pushed back 5-10 steps. They're trying to get you sick with what they have. But anyway, so back to what I was saying, the whole frantic call they're getting has something to do with that. Like, maybe they found out that they're sick and they're like, oh my god, it was a collective that got me sick. Oh my god, it was a collective that got me sick. But everyone's like, are you sure it was a collective? The High Priestess reverse. Wow. So this man could be trying to get closer to you because they have dark intentions for you. And that's why they're not allowed to be near you. Because you're on a purpose, you have a good heart, you're clean, you're fine. This person who's very dark, very, very dark, this ex-boyfriend, ex-husband, has bad intentions for you or has always had bad intentions for you. Another fun fact. When you are a pregnant woman, one of the things that happens is you get tested for STDs and STIs. Okay? It's a kind of mandatory thing. So that way they can, determine not only your health, but the health of the baby and if there are any risks to the baby. Fun fact. Alright? So I'm saying that because if this person was saying these things about you, obviously that would have raised a red flag with your OBGYN. The person's very materialistic and superficial. It's very shallow, surface based. This reading is so long. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm gonna pull one more card and I'll close the reading. Wow. Alright. 10 of Cups reversed. This person's depressed. They couldn't do what they wanted to get done. And it had to do with doing it on your back. This man is very, wow. You could have also been wondering or questioning if you wasted your time with this person. I wouldn't look at it as a waste. I would look at it as an opportunity to have had a valuable lesson. Okay? Like, let's say you went to a restaurant, right? And you ate the food, or you tried the food, whatever. And you're like, wow, that food really was bad. Don't look at it as like you wasted $20 on a meal. Look at it as an opportunity, like, wow, now that I know that food is bad, I know either A, not to order that dish, or B, not to go to that restaurant. That was a perfect opportunity for you not to waste. That's a lesson learned. Alright? This man is very depressed, restless, sick. No money. No resources, no finances, no reputations, no heirs. Doesn't know anything. Doesn't know what to do. Doesn't know where to go. Is stuck. And on top of that, they can't even answer the basic question that is the important one here to them. Why? Why did you do that? You asked God, why did this happen to you? God answered. Right? God got right. Your God answered you. This person, they don't know anything. High Priestess reverse, the first card that came out is I don't know why I did it. They don't know anything. They're just a lost soul that was part of a coven and just kind of like went with it, and now they're like, they got so lost in the dark, in the sauce, in the games, and the corruption. They have no idea, man. They're just, oh yeah, grief on the bottom of the deck again. 10 of Cups reverse. This is a sad, sad little man. Alright, bye.